today we're going to work on some foundational strengthening poses. So to begin, we're going to come to our high plank. Try and make sure that you're as straight as you can be. And then what we're going to do is we're not going to move into a down dog. So even though our tailbone is going to come up a little bit, our chests are not moving back. But what we're going to do is we're going to round the shoulders and reach up. And you can start to feel that strength in the core. And then mellow back out to regular plank. And then reach everything back up. Round those shoulders. Feel that strength there. Feel those core muscles engaging. And relax back down. And going back up for 3. And down. 2 more of these. 4. Down. Last one. And down. And here we're going to come down to a chaturanga. Hold it here. And pressing back up. This time we're going to do 3 of these. So holding your chaturanga. And back up. Last one. And back up. We're going to come down to our knees. And what we're going to do is we're going to activate our cat pose here. So you can stay where your knees are underneath your hips. This is an easier variation where your knees are wide. And what we're going to do is keep your feet nice and flat on the floor. Again, we're going to come to a cat, rounding the shoulders, activate the core muscle, and then lift those knees up off the mat. And maybe you're there. Maybe you want to play with bringing your knees closer together and bring them closer to your palms. And release back down. If your wrists are tired, take a break in child's pose for a moment. See if you can get your knees a little bit closer here. Again, rounding the shoulders, engaging that core, and then raising those knees. Lower back down. 2 more. So wherever you are, we're going to reach up. And back down. Last one. Nice deep breath here. And then round and lift. And lower down. Take a nice little child's pose, resting out those wrists here. If they're feeling really tight today, you can always roll them out here. And coming back up, we're going to widen the shoulders just a little bit here, widening those palms, and step the feet together, knees are out, and you can come into a regular crow here if you like. Otherwise, what I'm going to have you try and do is side crow. Palms are parallel with the mat, knees are going out. And I can't do this on my right side yet. Still, my wrist is too weak, so I'm only going to show this on my left. But what we're going to do is you're going to bring your right leg over to your left upper arm here. Start to reach forward, reaching forward with the chest. And then you can see if one foot comes up, one or the other. Maybe you can start to lift both of them. And maybe they go out. Bend the elbows here, bring the chest forward. And you can go ahead and release. So if you feel like practicing that on the other side, you can go ahead and go for it. Again, I can't do that yet, but just play around here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give our arms a break. We're going to work on the inner thigh a little bit here. So we're going to come to a nice frog pose. So you're going to have nice wide knees. Feet are going to be flexed, pointed outward here. Maybe this is as far as you go. Maybe you're here. Maybe you can play with widening the knees a little bit. And I like to try and come down to my forearms. Once the hips come to the floor, then you can bring the chest all the way down. But if your hips are nice and high like mine are, stay with your forearms. And then see if you can sink into it a little bit more. And just gently release back out. Maybe the knees or the feet like to widen a little bit here. And then sink down. And back out. And we're just going to do that a few more times. So we're getting a gentle stretch here, as well as activating these muscles. Continue to breathe. And then hold it nice and deep here, holding that for a few breaths. We don't want to pull anything, especially in the groin. So we don't want to hold it too long, and don't go farther than you feel comfortable with. And gently come out of it here. We're going to move up to our seats, come back to that forearm strength, as well as the inner thighs that we're working on opening here. So you're just going to take your right leg first, open up the hip a little bit here. Feel that nice massage in the outer hip. And start to bring your foot up. Maybe you're just on your arm. Maybe you can reach up to your shoulder if that feels good. As you can see, I'm not quite that high yet. But what we're going to do is first you're going to take both palms nice and wide and just practice lifting your hips up and pressing it back down. Do that 2 more times. Press up and back down. 1 more time. Press and back down. Maybe that's as far as your upper arm strength feels today. If you feel like playing around a little bit more, what we're going to do is we're going to do a figure 8 out on the right side, crossing your ankles, whichever direction just feels better for you. And we're going to reach forward and lifting those hips, straightening those legs, bending those elbows. And lower back down. Very good job. We're going to straighten out both legs here. Do the same thing on the left side. So open up that hip. Feel that massage. Nice and easy. Already out of breath and we haven't even done cardio. That's great. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and bring this leg as high up as it goes on this arm because each side of the body is different. So pressing the palms down, 3 easy lifts. Lift up and back down. We're not going too far. The heel is still on the floor. Press up and back down. Again, don't force the wrists if they need to work out or something. Go ahead and take a break. Rock and roll those wrists. Stretch them out and press back down. Again, we're going to cross the ankles over on the left, and then when you're ready, we're going to start to bring the body forward, straightening out those legs. And back up. Whew. Kind of fell down at the end there. I forgot to even think about, it's a lot easier if you're wearing shorts because then you get a nice grip and you're not slipping and sliding on your pants. But anyways, continuing on, we're going to go ahead and come back to the top of your mat if you were on the side like I was. And we're going to come all the way to a high plank, move through to chaturanga, hold it here, and just flow to a down dog. And flattening out the left heel, bringing the right foot in between your palms, and reaching up warrior 1, opening out to that warrior 2, and coming back to that warrior 1, palms are reaching behind, chest is forward on the inside of the thigh, grabbing the fingertips, stretching out the shoulders, nice humble warrior. And you can do a flow here or move straight to down dog. Otherwise, we're going to take a short little arm strengthener here. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk the right foot to the outside of the left palm, reach forward, and come to a nice little balance here. And then step back and flow through. Take another chaturanga here. Move to down dog. And pressing the right heel down. And I'm going to turn around so that way you're not getting a butt shot the whole time. Press the right foot down. the left foot in between the palms. We're reaching up, warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Back to that warrior one. And flying into this nice humble warrior, interlocking the fingertips. And palms to the mat. We're reaching the hips forward, walking that left foot out, and nice little forearm balance. And come back to your flow. Now, so we're going to step our feet nice and wide to the outsides of our palms. Keeping the feet forward, we're reaching up into a nice deep squat. You can bring the feet a little bit closer together if that feels good. Arms are out, nice awkward pose. So unlike chair you try and bring everything into center. But with awkward pose, you're letting it all fly back. So it really is just a deep squat. And coming up to your toes. If you have hand weights, you can hold them here. And lowering down. And we're going to do a nice little boat pose, holding it wherever you are. And always keep a soft bend at the knees. You never want to lock up those joints. So you see, I have like a bend in like every video. Keep a soft bend. And we're going to twist to one side, and back up, over to the other side, and up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, feeling it here, and 10. And take a short little stretch here. And coming back up, we're going to use our core, push the legs out, come all the way down. Bring the knees up, 90-degree angle here. Palms going to be under your hips. If you notice that you start to arch your back. Flexing the feet, everything is a 90 degree. And then tapping down. And alternating the legs. We're doing a single leg lift. So if you want, you can always straighten the legs and make it more of a challenge for yourself. Five, we're halfway there. Last set. And bring the knees in. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, squeeze the knees into your chest. 3 more times. Stretch everything out here. Nice lappy taffy stretch. And yoga sit-ups. My chair was in the way. Alright, scooting forward and lower down. I believe we're on 5. And coming down, going for 10. Eight. 9. And 10. Oh. Very good. We're going to go ahead and cross our ankles, come back to a nice plank, and rolling over onto a nice side plank. So arm can be up, arm and hip. We're going to dip down for 10. 9. 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, switching sides. 5, 9, and 10. And that's it. That's what you got today. All nice and fired up. You can feel some strength going in your arms and your core. And again, try and rest out those wrists. Don't push them too hard. So thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.